Leviticus 17 marks the beginning of the Holiness Code, chapter 17 to 26, intensifying the call to holiness in daily life. This chapter focuses primarily on regulations regarding the proper treatment of animal sacrifices and the sanctity of blood, touching on the sacredness of life and of worship before God. God commands Moses that from now on, all sacrificial animals, oxen, lambs, and goats, must be brought to the tabernacle and offered by the priest, rather than privately in the field. Leviticus 17:1-6. This law ensures worship is centered in the community and not corrupted by idolatrous practices or individualistic rituals. Anyone who sacrifices elsewhere is cut off from Israel, highlighting the seriousness of approaching God only as he prescribes. A major emphasis in Leviticus 17 is on the prohibition of eating blood, for the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make atonement for your souls. Leviticus 17:11. Israel must never eat blood, but always pour it out, honoring the blood as the means God provided for atonement. This elevates both the value of life and the sacredness of God as means of reconciliation for his people. Further, the chapter forbids consuming blood by foreigners and addresses the purity laws surrounding animals that die naturally or are killed by wild beasts. Anyone who eats such meat must wash and be ritually impure until evening. Leviticus 17:15-16. Leviticus 17 ultimately establishes three critical principles. All true worship is communal and directed toward the one true God. Blood is sacred because it makes atonement. And even ordinary eating must be approached with reverence, not carelessness. Each regulation points Israel to the reality that every aspect of life flows from God as holiness and calls for obedience and respect. Through these laws, Israel learns that worship, sacrificial systems, and ethics cannot be separated. God's people must approach him together, on his terms and with deep respect for the life he gives. These principles foreshadow the fullness of atonement achieved in Christ's sacrifice, where his blood secures everlasting reconciliation and holiness for all who believe. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thanks.